Round up family. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whichever one this beautiful December 5th day welcomes you. Whichever one this day brings you in. Simple. Simple but hard. Today, Eddie and I are going over how to estimate repairs. Estimating repairs today, class. Greetings, class. Greetings. What is Hollywood? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. How y'all doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Eddie's going to be on in a few minutes. Welcome, class. Chris Haskins, realestateroundup.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me pour into you. Let me pour into you today. Let me pour into you. We're going to be going over how to estimate repairs quickly. And I'm on another one. I'm just getting back from hanging out with Ron and Grant for this week. Last week, and I'm just on another. I'm trying to just buckle down and get it over. I want to tell you the thing that stuck out of my mind the most hanging out with Ron. I'm going to go over that in a minute. Let me finish setting up my is it Evite or Invite? I don't even know. What's the difference? Invite or Evite? Shit, I don't even know. Is it an Evite or Invite class? And tonight's live training at my renovation is canceled due to snow and rain. I ain't gonna have y'all coming up in my house destroying my floors. It's snowing. Yes, it's snowing here in VA. I cannot bring you out. Tonight's rehab live is canceled. I was gonna take it to the renovation we're working on. Well, it ain't new, but it's done. It's sold. Cancel that. I tell you, I wish I knew how to work the internet better. I wish I was as good at the internet as I was at real estate. I wish I was good at the internet as I am in real estate. This internet, whew, you guys, y'all got it made. Give me a few more minutes and we're going to get rocking and rolling. I hope you realize, class, I hope you realize, are you going to see RL in Atlanta? Y'all might come down there too. Me and Eddie was thinking about that. Hilda, hey, what's up? Hilda, I killed you today. Sorry about that. But I did call you twice. I called you twice, but we'll get it rolling. I just want to make sure I do right by the universe. Class, greetings, class. What I want to talk to you real quick before we get Eddie on. Today, we're talking about estimating repairs quickly. My name, Chris Haskins, with realestateroundup.com. Take a few minutes. Well, somebody burned me the other day, said it doesn't take but a minute. Take a second and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click the bell so you know when all this crazy world stuff is going on. I've got so much good training for you. Good gracious, your head's going to bust over the next week. My birthday, I'm going to give you a gift on my birthday just because I want to be a blessing to you. The more I bless you, the more I bless people, the more I get blessed. It's unreal. But I wanted, before I get to the repairs, the thing that stuck out in my mind hanging out with Ron was the man is 72 years old, class. 72 years old, and the man gets up early, goes to bed late, he's working all the time. But his main premise and the basis of, I believe, his training and his real estate is the man says, I live to work. I live to work. I wake up in the mornings and I work. I work to live. Working is what we do. We work. That's what we do. We work. We get to work. He's telling me, or telling the class, how sick and tired he is of people not wanting to put the work in. And I challenge you, adversity. How much adversity have you went through? I remember 2007, 2008, 9. I know people were just jumping out of windows regarding this real estate thing, losing houses left and right. The majority of people I knew then are no longer around. Matter of fact, I know one investor that moved to Canada. She screwed so many people over. So put the work in, work on yourself, work on your craft, getting better. And don't stop with me. I'm not the end all be all to make you rich. Get out there, learn different skills. Yes, I can help you, but there is no one person that's gonna help you go out there and get rich all on your own. You're gonna have to put in the work, and it's gonna take some time. Another thing Ron said was patience, as opposed to what the good book says is a virtue. Ron turned it around and says patience is a liability. Patience is a liability. Another thing I learned, I'm going to do some training on that too. Patience is a liability. What does that mean? Having patience is going to work against you. Just like if you went out there and signed $1 million loan, now you're liable for that loan. Patience is a liability. And I do agree with that to a certain extent, because I don't want you, I'm impatient as hell. I want it done now. I want it done now. Yes, now. Let's do it right now. Get it done. Let's do this webinar right now. Let's put the training on. You have no idea the shit that I have to do today. I mean, I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm an author writing for the newsletter, taking kids to school, managing 2 renovations. I've got a whole bunch of rental properties that we deal with, tenants asking me to do stuff. And if you think you're getting in this business, I know we're doing estimating repairs. Give me a few more seconds. If you think you're getting in this business to be your own boss, don't get in this business, because I have probably 22 bosses. I work for them. Right now, I'm working for you. There's 50 people on this webinar right now at this current time. Let me cut that down. I'm here working for you. I'm not here to be my own boss. This is not for me. I'm here to pour into you. I'm here to see what I can do to bless you, your world. All right, estimating repairs. Let's see, I got my appliances over here. Let's see if Eddie's around real quick before I get rocking and rolling. Thank you, class, for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. It means so much to me that I can pour into you. Let's see where Eddie is. He might not be around yet. John Staton, what's good? What's going on? If you got any questions in class, make sure you put your Calvin, I'm gonna call you right after this webinar. I saw you call me before this. I took my wife to the movies today, and I'm gonna call you as soon as we get off of this thing here. Edward, what's up, brother? Hilda, Born to Minch, Danny Ramos, Melvin, what's up, my brother? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. King David, I see you back. So estimating repairs is crucial. I don't care if you're a wholesaler, right? You say, why the hell do I want to estimate repairs? You got to know how to do this, because if you don't have to spend this money, guess what? I am the buyer. This is going to be the burden on me. If I buy this house from you cash, right? I'm the one that has to go in and fix this house up. So you need to know these numbers before you make your offer, because you're passing all this crap on over to me. Now, what is all this crap? I'm glad you asked. Let's do it. Estimate repairs quickly. You got to learn how to estimate repairs quickly so you can make your offer, move on. Make your offer, move on. I don't need you. So many of my clients, they get stuck. One house. Okay, we got to go and walk through the house. How about the kitchen? We need cabinets, it needs flooring, it needs new lighting, it needs electrical, it needs a new sink, countertops. It's going to need a new door. It's going to need to be painted, a little bit of sheetrock, and it's going to need maybe some plumbing under it. So we got 10 things that could possibly need to be done on a kitchen, right? But I need you to funnel it down and group it. The more you group in this business, the faster you can move. So we're going to just funnel all that down and group it into just kitchen. Kitchen has a number. All this thing is a number. I need you to move very quickly, because if you get stuck on one, it means you're not moving to the next one. So I need you to make one offer, one quick repair. So you make that offer, move on. Make your offer, move on. There are days in my business where we are making upwards of 10 offers a day. And I'm a small operation. And I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you made an offer to someone? When have you offered or considered a property, right? Because one thing Mike Cheatwood, rest in peace, brother Mike, my mentor, Mike Cheatwood, the old president of the Tidewater Real Estate Investors Group, told me, he said, Chris, if you're not making offers, you're not making money, period. That's how it works. If you're not presenting what you can do, Ron says, construct and present offers. Mike used to just tell me, if you're not making offers, not making money. Ask yourself, when was the last time I made an offer to a seller, or anybody for that matter? So we're estimating repairs quickly. I need you to get it down quickly. Let's see if Eddie's around one more time. He's going to be asking me some questions. I am a rehabber. I'm a renovator. It's kind of what I do. And once again, tonight's class is canceled. Tonight's renovation live is canceled. We're not meeting at my property. I'm going to reschedule that due to the snow and rain. I can't have y'all coming in ruining my flooring. All right, let's do this. So first thing we're looking at, you have to get your termite inspection. If you don't write down or remember anything from this video, you must get your termite inspection. Now, if you live in Minnesota and Wisconsin, up there in those frozen cities, and I think even Colorado, I don't know for sure, you may not even need a termite. But a termite inspection is where you get someone crawls under the house. They're going to say, every time before I buy a house, I get my boy Hayward to come. He crawls into the house. He says, Chris, you got X amount of bad floor joists. You got X amount of bad band board. You got X amount of bad subfloor under the property, right? All the flooring that goes under your hardwood or under your floor tile or under your carpet. We call it subfloor. He'll tell me exactly what that is, and he'll put a number on that. We're not going to cover termite at this second or termite report right now because we're going to come back to that after we get your base numbers down. You got to get your base numbers down before you can even think about what your termite numbers are going to be. And sometimes termite is only $500, and sometimes termite could be $5,000. You just don't know. And there's no way you're going to actually know the exact number. This is an art. Remember, the title of this video is The Art to Estimating Repairs Quickly. Once you get your skill down, then you can construct it the way you want to. And it's not going to be perfect. Mine never is. I just went $8,000 over on a house that I'm working on right now. I'm 8,000 over, so and I'm an expert. Okay, so roof. When we're talking about a basic 1,200 to 1,500 square foot house. I don't know what state you're in. The numbers could vary a little bit, but let's just make it, I want to make it as standard as possible so you can just get out there and get some offers in. Don't get hung up on making the numbers perfect. Stop worrying about making your construction estimates perfect. And you know what I'll do too? At the end, in a few minutes, I'll show you what one of my construction estimators look like. Well, I might as well show you now. Let me share my screen. This is what I use when I write up my construction estimates. Let me show you my screen. This is what it looks like here. Let me get to this, and then we'll get to the numbers in a second. Let me share my computer screen real fast so you can see what that looks like. Screen share. I click this button. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now. You can see this is what a typical construction estimator looks like for me. Let me make it a little bit bigger. This is an Excel spreadsheet. Great, now this is, so you see we have, let me make it a little smaller, good gracious. So it's all here on the left. So description of work, you got client name, address, city, state, lockbox code, building permits required up here. Now if you go down here, you'll see decks, porches, doors, driveways, framing, everything's broken down. I don't want to leave anything to question. Roof, shutters, siding, outside, windows. Then we'll scroll on down. I'm just giving you a snapshot of this. That's going to be, if you see exterior, we start off with our cell number 8 is exterior, and then we'll go down to cell number 24, go to interior. And for our training today, I'm going to start with exterior, and then we'll go to interior. You can see cabinets, closet, doors, electrical. Then we've got flooring, ceramic tile, heating and cooling, insulation, paint, plaster, plumbing. And then here's our miscellaneous down here, dump fees, stuff of that nature. So, and if you want my construction estimator document, just send me a, matter of fact, if you want my construction estimator, you got to have one of these. I'll put my email address in here. You can email me. Golly, so much to cover. I wish I could just take my brain and just put it in your brain. If you want my construction estimator, Chris buys houses at gmail.com. Just email me. I'll send you a copy of it. Yeah, I may charge you a few dollars, but you can, I mean, you got to spend some money. I have reserved the right to ask as much as I give. I've reserved the right. Hey, Jessica, y'all in Richmond, what up? So you need a construction estimator. You got to have a construction estimator because you don't want to. I remember back in 04, 05, 06, I would trust that the contractor would do what he said he would do. Heck no. They never do. They never do. So put it in writing, and then at the end, you have a penalty. If contract is not done by X date, then we get a discount of $50 a day or $100 a day or whatever you agree on. All right, so your termite, we'll come back to that. First thing we'll walk up to the house is exterior. We're going to start with exterior over here. Start with exterior, roof. And I want this is just ballpark numbers. Typically, the roof is going to cost me four to 5,000. 40,000. That's 40,000. That'd be expensive roof. Sorry about that. You know what? Let me take this back. Yeah, let's go ahead, because my last roof cost me 5. So let's just call it 5,000. You know, and this doesn't have to be perfect. So your roof, $5,000. Windows, typically $300 each. You can get a window installed for $300, and I want to make this easy on me. I don't want to make my life more difficult. So for this ghost house we're using today, this house is going to take 10 windows. Is that cool? Is that can you allow me to do that? All right, please don't hold me to that. So this house has 10 windows and 10 times 300. I think I can work that one out. So we got 3K here. All right. So siding, you're gonna put siding on the property. That's in our area of Virginia. We do new siding in different parts of the country. They just paint the siding. You better not be painting old siding like that asbestos crap. You need to be get rid of that. This must be Eddie right here. This Eddie. You ready? All right. This Eddie right here. Eddie's gonna tell you about a deal he's working on too. Very, very cool. Brother Eddie, Mr. Transaction Engineer. All right, so we're starting with exterior class. Exterior first. You gotta have your exterior covered. Gotta have your exterior covered. Before you get inside, it's easier to do that. We'll see when he comes in. Maybe I gotta call him again. Okay, roof, windows, siding. Typically, a typical house to get it sided from me is about $4,000. That's gonna be all the stuff I'm giving you today is just quickly to estimate the repairs. Is it gonna be perfect? No. Is it gonna be off? Mine has been off. Every house I've ever done has been off. 100% of them. So you ain't gonna get it right. I have turned down doing business and joint ventures with people that want to have these numbers down to the penny. I remember a guy a long time ago wanted to do business with me, and I didn't have my construction down to a dollar. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. You know, let me know when you have some leeway to do business with me, but I'm not doing this. I refuse to put my butt on the line for a construction job down to the penny. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I'm calling. It ain't coming up. Sorry, class. Let me see what's going on with Eddie's phone. So right now we got roof, window, siding. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, I called you 3 times. It ain't ringing?
Yeah, I think it was a problem. I already had one. Okay.
What happened?
I already had the screen up, so I had to close it out in order for it to start.
What up, Mr. Transaction Engineer? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, good. Class, here's Mr. Transaction Engineer down in Atlanta, Georgia. What up?
ATL. So, Brother Chris, you doing the work today? Hey, I did, man. I took the day off, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to chill, man.
Then what brought that about?
You know, I just, huh?
What brought that about?
One of them days, Brother Chris, I can chill if I want to. Take a little time out. I mean, of course, you know, I did a couple of calls and stuff like that, but as far as going all in like every day, just took a little break off, and tomorrow I'm back in beast mode.
You know, it's ironic you say that because I took my wife to the movies today and we went to breakfast together. But I still did some work, you know. Yeah, I feel
Right.
you, man. Sometimes, you know what? That's why we do this, though.
Yeah, that's the benefit of it, man. You can chill when you want to, relax when you want to. As long as it's not every day now.
Yeah,
If it's
that's true.
every day, you gonna have some problems.
All right. So I was going over my estimate. We're gonna get to that deal too, Eddie. We're gonna get to that
Okay.
deal. I'm almost done with this thing here. Estimate my repairs for my rehabs.
Right.
So we're gonna come back to termite because you got termite damage down in Atlanta big time. I know.
Oh yeah.
So for our viewers and our brothers and sisters in the cold states, they don't have to worry about that. So roof, window, siding, ballpark, 534. HVAC, roughly on the roughly guys, and HVAC is going to be heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That's going to be 5,000. Now you're not going to get this price. You're not going to get this price going to a yellow book guy, a yellow pages guy, or an internet guy. You're going to have to go to somebody that's not a big, not a large major company, unless that company is buying stuff in bulk. So a new guy that I'm working with now, he actually buys units in bulk, gives me a discount. So it's going to be right around 5 to 5,500. All right. So how do we quickly do our kitchen stuff? So we got, as opposed to breaking down, remember at the beginning of our training, as opposed to breaking down all the little pieces in the kitchen, flat out for a kitchen, I just roughly say 7,000. Works for me. Just go in there and you just check the box. Does it need a kitchen? Yes or no? And this is going to include all your electrical, plumbing, sheetrock, painting, and all that. Not painting, but it would include all the little things, a little bit of framing you got to do. All right. Bathrooms, and usually from now on, how about you, Ed? Are you seeing houses? I gotta have two bathrooms. I'm not even
Oh
doing houses
yeah.
with one.
If you have a house with one bathroom, you're gonna sit on the market forever. Gotta have two.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Mandatory.
Yes, man. You know what, Eddie? I've got lenders up here that won't even lend to people that won't even lend on houses that have one bathroom.
I don't blame
Yeah,
them.
we'll
That's
see.
very inconvenient.
Very convenient. So usually I say my bathroom, and this is why I'm getting in and out, and all this is going to be under within 5 to 10 minutes. Each bathroom is going to be 4,000. So this is going to be 8,000 on this house here. All right. So each bathroom is 4K, and that's going to cover my plumbing and my electrical and all the pretty stuff in there. All right. Well, not pretty stuff. All the infrastructure to make that bathroom work. Now my flooring, it's going to be my carpet, my laminate, my tile. My flooring is roughly around 4K. So that's roughly. Now that could go up or down, but it usually goes up. So these are just rough numbers to get you out of this deal. Now, if you got to do some extra sheetrock on some things, I just usually put another 1,000 in there for that. Usually when we're doing renovations, we don't have that much sheetrock. You might have to take a wall down because it's rotted out or got too many holes in it. So sheetrock, I throw 1,000 in for that. And then paint is usually we're paying $1 a foot or $1.50 a square foot. So I just put $2,000 in for paint. Flooring, yep. Boom. Solar. Job done. Job over. So let's go over roof, windows, siding on this side, exterior, HVAC, kind of exterior and interior, kitchen, bath, flooring, sheetrock, paint, and you're done. There's nothing else. Now we do have some electrical and plumbing that we could do, but I kind of roll that into these two here, kitchen and bath. If you roll electrical and plumbing into kitchen and bath, usually you can estimate that because the electric going to be 1,500 to 2,000. Might have some extra plumbing, but if you got if you have to do a rewire, I mean, it could keep going up and up. This is going to be how to do it quickly. So let's go ahead and let's add these numbers in here. And then when we get done with our basic renovation, we're going to get to our termite. So let me get my trusty calculator, as Mr. Dr. Stokes would stay at Hampton University. Our trusty calculator. So we got roof, 5,000. Windows, 3,000. That's 10 windows. Siding, 4,000. HVAC, 5,000. Kitchen, 7,000. This is kitchen's gonna be your cabinets, your labor, countertop, installation, a little bit of sheetrock. I didn't put that here. A little bit of sheetrock, and what other incidentals on the electrical and plumbing hooking that kitchen up. All right, you should be able to be. You should get covered in that. 7,000. 2 bathrooms is going to be 8,000. We've got our flooring, 4,000. We got a little bit of sheetrock, 1,000. We've got to paint it, right? That's 2,000. And then we've got, can't forget this little booger here. Can't forget that booger there, appliances. I always end up messing up on my appliances. And I just put 2,000, but we can usually get them for 1,500. So let me rewind. So before I get to my appliances and termite, all this we can usually get them for 1,500.
What size house is this, Chris?
Brother Eddie, we are looking at a 1,200 to 1,500 square foot house. These are just rough numbers, rough numbers. So this is the basic, and I'm here to tell you, 30 to 40,000 looks like 10 when you walk in. It looks like 10. What?
Oh yes.
No. Good for you. So $40,000 in rehab, it looks like 10 to 15. You walk in there, like I'm doing one now. You would think we did 10 to 15,000 and we've already put in 35. You know, it's just really it's quite interesting. So
what you gotta put in it?
Right now I'm in it for about 33. It goes.
So you gotta go in what? About 60?
Now the one we're doing now, we're gonna spend shit. Right at 39, dog. We thought we were gonna spend 32, then I had to rip those floors up. That was another 4. I had to put a central heating and air unit. It cost me another 3. So that's 7. Shit happens, man. So you're 39,000 on a basic rehab. Don't forget, add in your 2K appliances and any subfloor work. Subfloor work, that could be another 2K. So basically, when you take a snapshot, the art comes in when you take a snapshot class. This pretty much just averages out to 40,000. Averages out to $40,000. It don't have to be down to the dollar. When you look at a house, you just gotta say, look, 40,000 is gonna take 10, 20, 30, 40. My life now consists of big numbers, and to some people it may be small. It's gonna be 10, 20, and 10,000 class is carpet and paint. 10,000 is just doing carpet and paint. You're not even getting much done for that. Carpet and paint, you're in it for 10,000. A house that needs nothing is 10,000. When you got a seller that calls you and says, "Oh, I don't need anything, doesn't need much," automatically think in your head 10,000. Hey. Hi. Hey, princess. So, and when you're doing a foreclosure, like we buy houses that I can't even go inside. So I automatically add another 10 on top of that when I'm buying a foreclosed house because I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do everything plus add some sheetrock and do the entire electrical. So in a nutshell, that is how we estimate repairs quickly. We're estimating repairs quickly. I don't want you spending a lot of time. Go down, check. Roof, does it need a roof? Check. Windows, check. Siding, check. HVAC, check. Kitchen, check. Does it need a bathroom? It's 4,000. Check. Flooring, 4,000. Sheetrock, 1,000. Paint, $1.50 a square foot or $1.40. I just put 2,000 for a 1,500 square foot house on $1.50 is going to be $2,000. $2,000 on the average. So that is it. Over. Done. Make your offer based on the numbers here, and you're done. All right, class. That was the easy one. Y'all let me off the hook easy today. Thank goodness. You let me off. I didn't have to do that much working. I didn't have to bring it around. So Eddie, when he gets back, he's gonna start filling you in on this deal he's got. Let's see what questions you might have. What questions do you got for estimating repairs or any comments you want me to cover? Thank you for joining us. Please give me a thumbs up for our optimization. Any questions you got on estimating repairs? And don't forget today's buyer, today's stay-at-home mom, 2 kids, family, they want that stainless steel crud in their kitchen. And it's all it is a stainless steel front. The whole appliance is still made out of plastic, but you can get some nicer stuff, but that's gonna cost you 3,000-4,000. So you need to get stainless steel dishwasher, stove, microwave. Microwave always goes over top of the range, and refrigerator. Got to be stainless steel. Is Eddie back yet? Nope. All right, let me go with some quick questions on estimating repairs. What you got? Chris, what up? Eleanor, hey. Lakia, hey, welcome. Thank you. Lakia, we canceled the class for the night. I can't have y'all in there messing up my floors because of the snow and rain. Williams, what's up? We're doing that wholesale deal for you. I'll get back to you. I don't know if you sent. I replied to your email, TB Williams. We're gonna get that straight for you. Let me tell you what usually happens with my clients. For some reason, people deviate from this number. I promise you, it is going to bite you in the butt. It's going to bite you in the butt. If you say, some people, I see it all the time, they say, well, we'll shave off a couple thousand here. Oh, it might not take, the roof might only take 3,000. You're going to get crushed. I've seen it time and time and again. Eddie, before we get to our questions, go ahead, man. You wanted to cover, is there any questions you had on renovations, Eddie? I know you're more of a pretty house guy.
Yeah. I'll let you handle this, Chris. You're the expert on this one.
Got it. Is there anything you think I needed to cover, or you want to go ahead and get to that foreclosure you're working on?
Let's see.
So I went over everything. This is how we're doing it quickly. Roof, window, siding, 534. HVAC, central heating and air. Kitchen, 7,000. 2 bathrooms, cost me 4. That's 8 each. Flooring, 4,000. Sheetrock. I don't do a whole house of sheetrock. This is going to be a few pieces here and there. And painted usually $1.50 paint. 40.
Do you always do the windows?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you weren't. Windows are 300 window, Eddie. I've bought windows from so many companies in my city, and it all averages about $290 to $310 per window. So for our example here, I did 10 windows.
That's with installation.
Yeah. So window usually costs about $150, and then they'll put it in for $150.
Yeah, it's like that down here. About the same.
There you go. Across the board, I've seen from east to west coast, $300 a window.
Right.
So yeah, man, you want to go ahead? So Eddie, I could take questions on renovations, or we'll go ahead and go over that deal you was talking about. You working on?
Let's see. Well, I give them a brief. I give y'all a brief breakdown. Remember last week we was talking about the email, right?
Yeah.
Email marketing.
Email foreclosures.
Right. So one specific deal, the one I was telling you guys about last week, when I brought the wine out, and the seller said she was at 160. Well, my attorney pulled a title work, brother Chris.
Uh-oh.
Come to find out, it was she owed 180. She had about 20, 30, about $35,000-$40,000 in liens.
On top of the
180.
did that include the back payments and everything?
No, that's not even including back payment.
Oh, wow.
So we in at probably, let's see, 180, about 220 what it's worth. It's worth between 220 and 240.
Now tell me about the story of how these liens came about, Eddie. And to bring our class up to speed, Eddie did an email blast last week, pre-foreclosure on the hook to do a deal. Then we'll let Eddie take up the payments and bring the loan. Go ahead, brother.
So last week we was excited because we thought there was a lot of equity in the deal, so we was willing to give her 10 grand. So, I told my attorney about the deal. He know we deal with a lot of pre-foreclosures. So in Georgia, this is non-judicial state. So you have about once you get the notice of default, that's 90 days. After that 90 days, 120 days, they're gonna foreclose. So by the time it hits the paper, everybody know about it. You typically got about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. So you got to move fast. So my attorney, I deal with a lot of deals like this. So I just sent him the contract or the address. In this case, I sent him the address because it was, we only had about a week left with this one, a week or two left. He pulled it up, pulled the title himself really quick, and he the one let me know about all the liens and stuff that was on the property. So now that 10,000 to the seller changed. So instead of her getting 10,000, we're like, hey, we don't even want the deal. Honestly, only way we can help you, we're not willing to spend 10. No, it's going to be about 12, 13,000 to catch up the back payments
On
with the
top,
with the closing cost. So it's really no equity in the deal.
she
With
owes,
all the liens,
huh?
with all the liens on there and the back payments, there's no equity in it.
She owes 180. She has 30 in liens and and 30 in liens and judgments.
11,000 plus closing costs. We'll just say 11,000 on top of that for back payments.
That's 210.
It's only worth about a good 220. I'll say she keeps saying 240, but honestly, brother Chris, the highest thing we seen in the subdivision was 220.
Well,
220, 225.
why do you care about selling it if you're going to buy it subject to and just give her 10 grand?
There's no equity in it to me.
Why do you care about equity if you are going to keep it and rent it out or Airbnb it or lease option it?
Well, it's not in the area like that. I can lease option it out, but the down payments in that area is going to be anywhere from probably about 5 to 7,000 on a lease purchase.
And what's the monthly payment?
1350.
Oh man, you got a tight one there, man.
Yeah, it was like we had better deals came in from the marketing, but this was super. At that price she said 159. I think she said or 149. It was a super deal. It was excited. I was excited because we would have took it, catch up the back payments, fixing it. Either kept it or sold it. So they're going to show you guys these sellers. If you deal with these pre-foreclosure, always check. Make sure you do a title search because I'm telling you, I don't know how many times that has happened this year where the seller claim, now most of them will claim, they don't know anything about the liens. They usually say what they owe, but the liens and all the extra stuff, oh wow, really? Oh, that's why you were listed with a realtor. Because the realtor probably told you. So that, guys, you just gotta be aware of that stuff, pay attention. Get a title search done.
Well, I want to wrap my mind. Hey Eddie, turn me down a little bit over there. I'm getting some feedback. Um, why can't you? That's why I love talking to Brother Eddie. I mean, it's like a mastermind, like a whole mind just comes out of nowhere. Can you contact the second, because they're all seconds, whatever liens and judgments on there, contact those lien creditors and see if they'll take a payoff today?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. She said she's gonna may file a chapter 7 or 13 to stop the sale.
Okay.
So once she take care of that, then we'll step in. We'll close on it. But now, it went from giving her 10,000 to she don't want anything.
Okay, so the game plan is for, Eddie, you and I can talk about it very briefly, but viewers don't. The game plan is to stop the foreclosure.
Right,
That's the only way you can make this work because you have to negotiate a discount with the creditors.
right. Every lien holder that's attached to that property, trying to negotiate. So once this foreclosure stop, now you can go in and start negotiating, guys. You can go negotiate a short sale if you want to, a modification if you want to. So in a deal like this, what we're gonna do, brother Chris, since it's two different banks, which I love. Now I don't know if anybody, have short sale. So the second mortgage, if it's with the first bank, from my experience, um, my
The first,
experience.
the first and the second is the same.
Oh yeah. From my experience, it doesn't really work out too well. If you're gonna take over the first subject to and short sale the second, because they're attached, so they can see what's going on. But if it's two different banks, you can short sale the second. It's all the liens, short sale all those liens. Like that $20,000 lien, we'll get it down to 2,000. She got a IRS lien, we'll have that removed. She got some other kind of lien. It's like 6,000 credit card or something. 6,000, so we'll get that paid off for about 600. And that $11,000 that she's in the rear on, we have the bank put that on the back end. Probably get that 1350 payment down about 1,200, something like that. Put somebody in on the lease purchase, get about $7 grand. Now, if I put somebody in on the finance now, they got to come with at least 15 to 20,000. So now it's a deal, brother Chris. But you gotta do a little work with it. But it's an all brick house, so I like that. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath.
Wow, man.
All brick.
That's beautiful. So
it's still a deal. It's just not immediate cash out deal. If she was honest about the what she owed on the property, like just said, we came in, guys, and got it for 159. Then gave her 10. We in at 170. We could have put about another 10 in at 180, and then sold it for about 220. So probably made about a good 25,000 on it if we chose to sell it. But I would have just put somebody in on the lease purchase or on the finance.
Me too. Me too. For those that just joining us, it's Chris Haskins with the Real Estate Roundup, hanging out with Mr. Transaction Engineer. We're going over estimating repairs, and Brother Eddie's just telling us about a deal that he had to kind of modify. He thought he was going to do it one way. Now, Eddie, Mr. Transaction Brother, Mr. Transaction Engineer, I have had a lot of luck getting discounts on seconds, thirds, fourth. Well, I'm saying that loosely, judgments and creditors on houses. Eddie, how about you?
Oh yeah, all the time. They will settle because they want some money. They're not getting anything anyway. And then the good thing about it, especially the person behind, you can show them, you can send them in what we'll do. We'll send in the default letter. Look, the house get ready for foreclosure. You guys gonna get wiped out. So do you want something or what? Because if the house foreclosed, they get nothing. Zero. The house go back to the bank.
Your posture when you're negotiating with someone and you tell them, do you want something or nothing? Nothing. Your posture is real big.
Oh yeah. And you got the ball in your hand now.
Tell me about your part. Tell me about you break it down a little bit about that. I love it. Do you want something or nothing? Tell me a little bit more about that conversation with the creditors, Eddie.
So this is what I tell them, cop. Nah. This is what I tell you. No, of course, guys, you got to send in authorization. So you got to get a seller to sign the authorization, which each lien holder send that in. Now you're able to call in and start doing your magic, and just tell them, I just be straight up. Hey, they see you guys owe my client owed 35,000 on the property, for example. My client owed 35,000. We're willing to give you $1,000 to pay this lien off. We're trying to do a short sale, with the first mortgage distress situation. What's your fax number? We're going to fax in this copy of this notice of default also, so you can see we're telling the truth. We're just trying to get all these lien holders satisfied. Basically, that's it.
Wow.
It's going to take a little process. They may ask for certain documents you got to send in, to do a little paperwork back and forth, but usually it's not too much on the second mortgage. And when you get to liens like that, like a credit card company or something like that, that's even easier. You can get a lien payoff quick with them. Mortgage companies going to take a little time, but like credit card companies and other people like that, easy. Slam dunk. Yeah. That's why you guys better have the properties in the land trust. Because see, if you got a land trust, you don't have to worry about all these liens coming against you. You don't, something happen, this real, man, come on, brother Chris. This real life shit happen. So something happened, you get sued for 50,000, and just say your house, you got 50,000 in equity. You was getting ready to refinance or do something with that 50,000 you had. Now you got a lawsuit on you, and they done attached the 50,000 to your property. But that 50,000 is zero. Zero.
It's funny you mentioned that, Eddie. I'm going through that. That happened to me on Monday, brother. This is happening to me right now. A house that I bought in my name, one of my first houses back in 04. You know how they have the HOA dues, right? I think my HOA dues are like $30 a month, whatever. I had it on automatic payment from my bank. Something happened and the payments weren't going out. So 2 years later, I'm finding out I haven't paid HOA dues in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it. What, a year or two? I don't know. So I get a letter from the attorney, man. They coming after me. They went and got a judgment. Let me back up. It was in my name. I took it out of my name. Obviously, we put them in trust now. I did that many years ago. But they didn't know. They didn't know. So Eddie, they got a judgment on me, brother Eddie. And they sent a lien release to my bank, trying to pull the money out of my bank, dog. I didn't,
Whoa.
I've been paying my HOA. I don't want to think about it. I got it on automatic pay. What's going on? I had no idea I was 2 years behind. So the bank calls me Monday, like, "Hey, Mr. Haskins, we just got a letter from this attorney holding $1,200 for these back HOA." I'm like, "What's going?" So I called the attorney, worked out a payment arrangement. Now they're gonna release it, but they put they went. I forget what they put a hold on my bank account, dog. And if it was in a trust, they would not have even known who the hell who to come after.
And also you can they say your bank accounts in trust and all kind of stuff.
That is my brother. That's my next step. I'm done. I'm done. You know what they did though? They went after I'm sure they went back to my HOA company and pulled the checks that I've been mailing in. I mean,
Yeah, cause I had some HOA problems, man. Like when you get these properties from these homeowners, man, that's one thing you gotta check. And I wasn't checking the HOA, brother Chris. I wasn't checking them like I should be, and I got a judgment against me from an HOA. I messed around and put that particular property in my name for a short period of time, for probably about 4 or 5 months, but just so happened they pulled my information on the title, so they sued me and the previous homeowner.
wow.
Yeah, them HOAs don't play, man. I don't like HOAs. I'm gonna be honest with
They don't play, dog. Hey, we pay for it. We're paying for the attorney.
you. Yeah, they bully us.
All right, so you got this one deal. So your strategy, the strategy. Give it to me in one quick 40,000 foot up view. Give it to me real quick. This strategy. How you gonna put this one together?
Chris, there's a couple of people say they
Huh?
they said their screen is disconnected. The screen is frozen. Two
Oh
or
no.
three.
Oh, we didn't drop down to 28. Oh man, what's going on?
Yeah, they said something acting up with the screen or something.
Oh no. Is yours? I didn't even know the numbers were down.
Yeah, mine was freezing up a little bit.
Sorry, class.
Okay, let's
Okay,
take it back up.
back up. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even notice the numbers were down to 20. They ain't like us. I need to get
I
my numbers.
know.
Sorry, class. Okay, Eddie. 40,000 mile up view and how we're 40,000 foot view of how we're going to close this one together. We're going to get this one put together.
Which one?
The one where you found out you got to do the bankruptcy to stop the foreclosure and then restructure that debt.
And the last part the last part you said you was breaking up a little bit?
Okay, give me the 40,000 foot view of how you're going to restructure this deal as opposed to what you thought you were going to do. Give me a quick picture of what you're going to do.
Quick pick. So we plan to close with the seller next week, subject to the existing mortgage.
The first,
Yeah, with the first.
okay.
So the loan is going to stay in the seller name. We're going to take over the property. We're going to short sale the second mortgage, and we're going to negotiate on the IRS lien and the credit card lien.
With discounts.
Yeah, and then we're going to assist. Well, we're going to work with the seller to help with a modification. You can't charge sellers, guys, especially if you're getting a property anyway. Subject to, don't charge the seller any money. It's illegal anyway now.
You better not.
Bull crap.
You better not. All right, let's go to our questions for today. Finish so we can get up out of here. Squeeze and frozen. I'm sorry, class. Yeah, thanks for letting us know. Maryland. Hey, family man and Chris. What up, Chris?
Chris,
Chris is rolling, dog. He coming to Atlanta next month. I'm gonna come down there with you, Eddie, too, probably. John Staten, what's going on? Sean, it's snowing in Michigan too, huh? Beatrice, Rosanna, what up? What up, Hilda?
it's snowing up there.
Man, we got no inches, no accumulation, but it did snow though.
Good.
Daniel, hey, Latanya. Tim Brown, thank you, brother. Thanks for checking in. Northern Virginia, nice. Jessica Richmond, Latanya, Atlanta. E-signing, Cool Kids is e-signing one of her offers right now. Good for you. I love it. Stanford, Manton, and Stanford, Connecticut. Holy cow. Karina, hey, what's up? I got an email from you. If the house is small, Sonia wants to know. Oh, I guess she's asking for my renovations. If the house is small on the renovation side, do you still look for 2 full bathrooms? Yes. I don't even touch a house. Well, I haven't touched a house that doesn't have 2 full bathrooms in several years. What we
Long
do
time.
for a
That's
long
gonna
time.
make it hard to sell, man. And your house gonna sit on the market a long time. You gotta
That's right.
think everybody like convenience now, so it's
Yeah.
all about convenience.
I'll show you my outside here. Let me show you my kitchen real quick. If you look right here, you see my glass sliding door right there?
Yeah.
That used to be a window. So what we did was we just cut it out. If you can see, we cut out the window and put a door. What you can do is cut that window out and put a closet in there, class. Just cut that window out, put a closet in there, turn the existing closet into a bathroom. We do it all the time. You better not be doing one bathroom. You're gonna regret it.
Oh yeah. Woo! That
I had
whole
a
house gonna eat you up so bad, you gonna end up have to rent it out.
house. That's the worst case, brother Eddie. I had a house sit on the market for 15 months. I was 1.5 bathrooms. I learned my lesson.
Jesus. Yeah, you gotta
More
learn.
here, huh?
I said you gotta learn. I don't want y'all to think it's all good stories now. Your stuff gonna happen, but the thing is, you gotta just get over it and keep going, man. Don't let
Get
nothing
over,
stop you. As long
get
as you're
over it.
not dead, hey, keep it moving.
We live to work. Keep it rolling. Mohir wants to know, do I always paint exterior? No, I told you I put new exterior on. Eddie, tell me about exteriors in your town, in your area. Are people painting exteriors or are they ripping the old siding off and putting new siding up?
Painting unless it's in bad shape.
Yeah, up here, we just ripping it off. I mean, they put new siding up here. Hey,
They paint
Celeste.
the brick also.
Yeah, I see them do that. Yep, if the brick's real nasty, just paint it. And painting brick ain't the end of the world, Eddie. People think life's gonna be over if you paint the brick.
I know. I like some of the brick jobs that's painted though. Cause some of the bricks look so old, man. You need to do something to it.
That white, those whites brick, I don't like them. A good color to paint the brick is that light gray or that light yellow. I mean, real tight. I mean, they call it canary yellow. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I like that gray.
Celeste, hey, Mo here. So in Massachusetts, he's saying they're not painting. I don't know. What are they doing? Mo here, what are you doing in Massachusetts on exterior? Cal tell you. Calvin talking about goals. Cool Kids Collectors, does the numbers change? Do the numbers change if it's a rental property and not a flip? You know what, Cool Kids? Thank you for asking that. These numbers here are for flip or for renovation and resale or retail. We're going to buy it, fix it up, and sell it. Throw these numbers in the trash if you're doing a rental. Yeah, this is not this webinar today. This training is for buy, fix up, and resale.
You
Oh
probably if that was a rental, brother Chris, how much would that what would that number change to?
man, hold on a second. If it
Just to get
is
in a good just to get into a good rental condition.
a good rental condition, is going to be it's going to be minimum is going to be 10. If you're buying it, it's going to be 10. Carpet, paint, you got to usually when you're doing a rental, which I don't do them anymore. We do lease options, right? You're gonna have to rip that tub out. The tub is usually garbage by the time you get in there.
Oh yeah.
So you got carpet paint, rip that tub out, and you might have to do new countertop. That's 10 grand, man. I mean, that's 10 grand. That was a good question too, Cool Kids. Thank you. Born to Mitch. Do you consider landscaping? Usually I can do the landscaping for under 250. All we're doing, and it could be more or less, all we're doing is putting down a few shrubs in the front. They're $30 each, and just the $3 bags of mulch from Lowe's. You can get 10 bags of that, and you can usually cover it in front. You don't need to do much, but I'm glad you're born to be mince. You have to do landscaping in the front. The landscaping is the shoes. The landscaping is the shoes on the outfit. You don't want to have a beautiful house with busted shoes,
Yes.
right? I can't stand it when I see a beautiful lady with the banging outfit and then the shoes busted, dog.
Oh, she blew the whole deal. She just blew it.
Same thing with the house. You got to do. That's one thing I missed here, but you can get that done for $300. Chris wants to know why 4,000 on flooring. Oh my brother, 4,000 is low. We just spent $1,500 on tile and the laminate. That's just on the product. And don't forget, you got the flooring. These numbers are pulling from each other, right? You got flooring in the kitchen, then either you got hardwoods or laminate in the living room, dining room area. You got carpet in your bedrooms, and then you got to lay all that floor tile in your bathrooms. And don't forget, if you have on this floor, you got subflooring, Chris. You can't just put tile on wood. You got to put backer board or rock. Man, that stuff adds up quick. Believe me, it adds up quick, dog. And 4,000 is, man, shit. It could be easily more than that, brother Chris. Easy.
Especially if you just take it to another level with the tile and flooring, depending on what kind of grade material you get.
That's right.
You'll go with marble, granite, depends on the area.
Hey, babe. What you need me
Make
to
sure
do?
that area requires you to put that kind of money in. Don't being a $150,000 area, you got marble all through there. You just went all out. That area don't require that. You're gonna be over budget. Still only gonna get a certain amount of pay.
That's right.
Make sure you're in a good area.
Absolutely. You got to know your comps, man. Go see this comps. I'm always going to look at what the competition is doing, or I'm going on the MLS and looking for comparables to see what other people are putting in these houses.
Yeah.
We
That's
covered
a
that. Janine, Alexis, how much does it cost to take a half bath to a full bath? I have a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Oh, Janine. I hope that's the house you live in and not one you bought to flip. To take it from a half bath to a full bath. Either way, I don't change it up. I take 4,000. You might be able to take 1,000 off, but it's still you got to rip it out, reframe it because the bathroom doesn't have a shower in it yet. You're gonna have to reframe a shower. It's still gonna cost you $4,000. I wouldn't take no money off of it. Plus,
I say about 4 to 5,000. The only benefit they got, they got the plumbing and stuff already in there. So she ain't got to pay a plumber. But other than that,
she does add the shower or the tub, Eddie.
Yeah. I'm just saying she don't have to pull plumbing from all the way across the hall, or
that's right.
They just run it right there. It's still gonna cost you around the same. But you're right, Chris.
It's the same. Yeah. Janine, ain't no shaving on this game. And I noticed I didn't even add demo. That's another 1,000.
And the dumpster.
The dumpster, that's another, shit, that could easily be another 1,000. So, these numbers are just, it's just a start.
And then every time you got to go dump this trash, it's another fee.
It is. To pick the damn dumpster up is $35. Yep. Forgot about that. Hey. Calvin Taylor, hey, so you should offer 40,000 less than the owner's asking price. Well, I don't know. Depends on what they could be. Right. That's not necessarily true. Depends on what they're asking. If you need to be at 40 and they're asking 80, you need to drop it down 40. But if they're at 40 already, you don't want to beat them up too much.
Hey, I'm cracking up. Sonya said the shoes got to be on point. And Daddy said the toes too. If not, you better hide them things. Hey, you sure right, Dad. You better wear some closed toe shoes.
That's
no
right.
Open toe.
Eddie said he was sued. Oh, Eddie, somebody wants to hear real quick. You were saying you got sued with the HOA too?
Yeah, because it wasn't even. It's a property I took over 72 and put in my name for a couple of months. Man, boy, you got to be careful with the HOA. It's a lesson I learned, and I wasn't getting the notices to the property because everything was still going to the property. I had to change the stuff over. Next thing I know, I got a judgment for default or something. I don't know. I didn't even ever answer, but I ended up getting a judgment. Oh, you never answered either, did you, Chris?
Eddie, my mailing address changed. They didn't have my mailing address, man. I mean, I ain't even
Some
get no
kind of way they still was able to get that judgment. I'm like,
attorneys. Yeah, the attorneys, they got a system. They gonna find you, man.
yeah, but the good thing, most of all my properties in land trust, and I don't have no bank accounts in my name, so they can't do nothing. They just practicing. So hey,
Good.
that's how you got to do it, guys. Put this stuff in the trust. You can put your cars in the land trust too.
Paper trust. Yeah, Ron was talking about paper trust.
Yeah, I got to learn that game. I haven't learned that one. You can put
Personal
your
property.
cars,
He got
property.
he got a seminar coming up, Eddie. A person. We're gonna go. It's called a asset protection and entity seminar in April.
Oh, that's a good one. I might go with that one. Where is it?
It's in Florida.
Okay, good. Oh, the weather gonna be nice.
Personal property trust. What he's talking about. Okay, WNLB, Central Florida. What up? Oh, he didn't have a question. Come on down, King. Sonia, she says she's in Boston and they have a lot of one bathrooms up there. You know, you have an older city, yes. Now in New York and major cities, you're just not going to get a one bathroom, and even in New Jersey. So you got to just roll with one bathroom. You know, it all depends on what your comps are saying. Eddie Beans, rentals are a different topic. Yeah, more to miss. They want to know where you at, Eddie. What area are you at located?
Gwinnett,
Gwinnett.
Gwinnett, Georgia.
Add a bathroom, Janine. Yeah, it's gonna be. If you're doing what I said, where you taking out the window and adding the bathroom in the closet, it's still. I just say 4,000. It's got to be on point. Sonia says we should make sure to ask if the place has an HOA before they buy it with condo fees. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh yeah, you better make sure. Make sure. Gotta
All right,
cover
that's
you.
all we got. That's it. Brother Eddie, did you want to offer that training on this webinar or you want to do that next week?
Let's do it next week.
Yeah, we need a little more. We'll get it all together. Okay, class. Eddie, what is your final thoughts for the day? And I'm gone.
Final thoughts of the day, guys. Take action. You still got a couple of weeks left in the year, so don't just call it quits. A lot of investors are slipping. They retired. So hey, go
Ramp it
get the
up.
money.
Ramp it up.
Yeah.
My final thoughts, class. Listen, no one wants to see you succeed. I'm here to tell you. I don't care if it's your brother, sister, cousins, auntie. They want you in the same boat as them. They don't, you know. And so if you think people are going to be out there happy when you get a deal, or people are going to be or happy about to see you move up the success ladder, just get that out of your head. You are in this game alone.
Yep.
Being an entrepreneur and a real estate investor, you are alone. There's very few people you can count on to have your back, which is why I love talking to Eddie because I love borrowing his ideas. And we're in different markets, so he can share stuff with me that he may or may not share with competition in his city. But just welcome the fact that you're alone and you have to try your own path. So this is the last Eddie. I'm gone, man. Subscribe to my channel, and brother, I'll see you guys Friday night, and me and Eddie will be live again next Wednesday.
You you going you going what you do every Friday, brother Chris?
Friday nights, I do just my own personal training. I've got a couple people coming up, Eddie. I got a guy that did a liver. I'm going to be interviewing a guy that, man, donated half of his liver to one of his friends, Eddie. And I want to share that
Oh,
story because a lot of people think they got it bad trying to run a business. And I'm like, you don't know how bad you got it till your liver goes bad, you know? And I'm like, I think that story is going to help a lot of my viewers and a lot of entrepreneurs realize how good we actually have it. We got our health and we can get out there and rock and roll. But I don't know if he's going to be this Friday. Then I've got a banker that I'm going to interview. I believe, hopefully, I can get her in this Friday, a loan officer, because some people aren't going to be on our path, Eddie. They might just want to go out there, Brother Eddie, and get a regular traditional loan to buy their first house for themselves to live in.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's not my path.
Right.
I mean, obviously,
To each his own.
yeah, but I think it's a viable strategy for people that want to. I don't want to, I don't want to shun them.
Right. Right.
Because it's not my path, it's not your path. But I think it's a viable option to go if you have good credit and you can go out there and get a loan. I think it's okay for you to go at least buy your first house, Eddie. I want everybody to at least own one.
Right. Let's get you one.
Yeah.
Interest rate, I think, still are low, but I know they're subject to change next year. I think we're going to increase about two. They said 2 times next year.
Yeah, it's steadily going up. It's been going up every quarter, bro. I mean, my monthly payments are going up, or my lines of credit, they're going up all the time.
Right.
All right, class. I'll see you next time. Chris Haskins, Real Estate Roundup, hanging out with Mr. Transaction Engineer. Peace.
Peace, guys.